What's good, YouTube? Gunner here, and welcome to the channel. So before you get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when I drop a new video. And then also make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. That's where you get live updates. And then make sure you follow me on Twitch. That's where you see my live streams. Join the Patreon, and then make sure you guys join the Discord for the community. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be doing the top 5 rare generic link monsters that you're going to want to craft and have in your deck at any possible time. Now, 1 is not going to be better than 5. 5 is not going to be better than 1. Make sure you just craft all 5 of these cards. They're really good and generic and very cheap. Now, number 5 on the list is going to be Ba Barber. So pretty much what this card does is it takes 2 monsters. At the start of each battle phase, you can target this card or 1 monster this card points to. You banish it until the end phase, and then you can only use that effect once per turn. Now, that doesn't seem great, but it's actually really good, because if you want to keep your monsters alive, if you don't want them banished, or whatever the case may be, during the battle phase, you're able to send your card so that way your opponent can't do anything to it. So it's really good in that aspect to kind of dodge maybe certain effects that might be activated during the turn. So during the battle phase, you can activate this, get it out of here, and then you're going to be able to save your monster for another day. Alright, so number 4 on the list is going to be Code Talker. This is a really good card because it only takes 2 effect monsters. It gains 500 attack for each monster this card points to. It cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects while this card points to another monster. So, if this card's pointing to your opponent in the extra monster zone, perfect. You're gonna have all this protection from destruction by battle and by card effects, and then he gets a boost of 500. So it's a really good way to get a beefy card onto the field that ends up being indestructible by battle and indestructible by opponent's card effects. So really powerful. You definitely want to pick it up. Easy craft of a rare. Alright, so number 3 on the list is going to be Track Black. So to get this card out, you just use 2 effect monsters. Now what this card does is you can target 1 monster you control that this card points to. Each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, this turn you can draw a card, and then you can only use this effect once per turn. So it's really good because it gives you a free draw on destruction. So if you know that the card that this card points to is gonna be able to swing over your opponent, you do that, and then you get the resource of drawing a card. So it's so good, and if you can pull it off, amazing. Alright, so number 2 on the list is gonna be Gravity Controller. This card's really powerful because it says it takes 1 non-link monster in the extra monster zone. It cannot be used as link material the turn it is link summoned. Now, this card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the main monster zone. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone, you can return both that monster and your monster to the deck. So okay, let's take a look at how good this card is. 1, it's indestructible when you're fighting a monster in the main monster zone, right? And then when this card goes into the monster in the extra monster zone, whatever it is in the damage step is going to be able to bounce itself and that card back to the deck. That's so good. It's so powerful. So make sure you guys craft Gravity Controller. It's really cheap. Alright, so the number 1 card that you want to craft as a rare and have in your deck is Cross Sheep. This card's really powerful because it takes 2 monsters with different names, and it says if a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can apply the following effects in sequence based on the card's type. So if it's a ritual monster, you get to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So that's awesome. That's 2 draws, and you can unbrick. If it's a fusion, you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from the graveyard. So if you're playing Shaddolls, you fusion summon onto a point that he points to, you can special summon level 4 Shaddoll back from the graveyard. Very powerful. And if it's a synchro card, all monsters you control gain 700 attack. So if you're playing Virtual World, you can really boost up your monsters. And then if it's an Xyz monster, all monsters your opponent control lose 700 attack. So it's a nice way to weaken your opponent so that way your monsters can swing for game. And then it says you can only activate effect once per turn. So it's really powerful. It is not my number one card that you're going to want to craft as a generic Link monster for any and all decks that you decide to play. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Again, make sure you guys support the channel by hitting the like button, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. We are currently still on the road to 100 subs. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.